Well, two reasons. Firstly, because you can. The IPL retention slabs are not fixed in absolute, so it doesn't have to be 18, 14, 11, 18, 14. As long as you forgo 75 crore if you are to retain 5 cap players, you can balance that out with different sums to individual players. So you can go beyond 18 for your top retention, which is what Sunrisers have done. Why have they gone to 23? The intelligence that we've gathered is that other franchises reached out to Heinrich Klaassen saying they were willing to pay up to that amount at the auction, and the new RTM rules allow for that regardless of how the bidding goes. So Sunrisers have taken a calculated decision to retain him at 23. Well, we have to reimagine everything with the new setup of the auction, the extended purse of 120 crores, the fact that this is a 10-team auction, unlike previous big auctions. So you have to calibrate Pat Cummins' value. Regardless of whatever individual opinions might be of Pat Cummins, the player, there's no doubt he was instrumental in setting up this side, the way they played, making it to the final, his equation with Travis Head and the head coach Daniel Vittori, and the fact that the history of Sunrisers' success has always been based on a strong captain, be it David Warner or Kane Williamson. So all things considered, I think Pat Cummins is very much worth 18 crore. Maybe he goes into the auction and perhaps fetches 14, 15, maybe he fetches more, but that's not a risk worth taking, especially when you want Pat Cummins to be part of the process of actually building the squad from the big auction, which he very much is. Well, while it may seem like 75 crore is a lot for just 5 players, because we're traditionally used to thinking like that when the purse was 100 crore or when it was just an 8-team auction, it's actually not as bad, provided you have the players that command that value and that will play in your playing 11 almost always. And in SRH's case, you have that quality of a core. Take, for example, KKR's winning side in the last IPL. Their playing 11 was worth 82 crore in a 100 crore purse. So you do spend 82% of your purse on just 11 players. I won't go in the exact same way, but it gives you an idea and a reference point that you could spend up to 80% of your purse just focusing on players that you think will play in your playing 11 or playing 12. And the rest of your squad can be built with the remaining balance. Now, you can go up to 96 for a playing 11, therefore, and you still have some left in the tank for the rest of your squad with 120 crore balance purse. So 75 for 5 players who will play every game, which these 5 will for SRH provided they're fit, doesn't seem that bad. Well, it sends a seriously strong statement that SRH are happy to put their cards out and say, we're confident, this is how we want to plan things and this is how we're going to enter the auction. It will make other players think about their own personal value when it comes to retentions. The likes of Rashid Khan or a Nicholas Pooran would all equate themselves to be worth as much, if not more, than a Heinrich Klaassen. Same can be said for a number of the Indian marquee players. And sometimes players aren't fully aware of whether this rule was absolute, that you can only be retained at 18, 19 max. So this might cause slight challenges when it comes to negotiations between franchises and marquee players. As far as SRH go, they're confident, and well done to them for having the courage to put this out early and secure these signings well in advance of the auction.